I'm gonna achieve something with this. I don't know what it's gonna be, but this is gonna work. Somehow, this is gonna work. Welcome to DB Media. This is my channel and this is gonna be crazy. It's gonna be a total shit show. I'm sorry to say that up front, but it really is. So about the channel. About 2 years ago, I decided to create this channel about game development and become an indie gaming studio. I had a lot of problems along the way. I hired developers, I fired developers. Every time I come to a conclusion that I want to do something bigger, I gotta step back and evolve. So in this channel, I'm gonna show you how I create the games, what's my marketing approach, why do I do the things I do, and mostly the mistakes I make. I decided about 2 years ago I want to create content in the form of video games. Now, I'm not a gamer, I know nothing about it. That's my main problem, but I think that's my advantage as well. Problem with video games right now is I don't have any idea about them, but I think that freedom of mind will allow me to create something cool and, experience a lot of things along the way. In this channel, I want to show you the game creation, the business development, the marketing strategies, and all of the mistakes I'm making. It's going to be really cool, so stick with me. I started about 2 years ago. I started with the idea. I hired some video editors and I hired some developers and started creating. First, I started on Unity games. Quickly, I realized, first of all, it's boring to me. And secondary, I don't like the people I'm working with. So I developed every time until I came to a few guys that I like working with. And we started to create the game on Unreal Engine. And that game is a single-player shooter with a little touch, a little ideas that we came along the way. And basically, the first game is going to show you all of the mistakes we made along the way. It's going to show you how incompetent I am as a manager. It's going to show you how we have no idea what we're doing. And it's going to show you everything in the middle. This is really hard, by the way. Talking to a camera, realizing that you want to go to YouTube and everything else, this is really not as easy as it looks. For the last 10 years, I've been an online marketing affiliate, and everything was easy because I didn't have to talk to the camera. Every time I start talking to the camera, I forget the words, everything starts to itch, and it's just a hassle. So bear with me, this is not easy for me. This is my actual home office, this is the house I live in. I'm in Barcelona, Spain, and I'm gonna stick around here, so I hope you gotta enjoy the show. So the idea was to make money from video games. Basically, I have no idea what I'm doing, but that kind of content does make money online. And that kind of content, I think, gives the freedom to create anything you want. It's not bound by the problems of other things that are subject to the laws of something. In a game, you can create anything you want. Kind of like, the internet today, it's the wild internet. We can say anything we want, we can do anything we want, and we can censor ourselves for monetization and likes. I feel in games, it's the same way. I can imagine something and bring it to life, which is, for me, the most cool thing I can do. For me, taking something from the beginning and continuing with it along the way is just an amazing feeling. And getting back to the game itself, I'm not sure it's the most important thing in the world for me, but starting something and finishing it till the end, that's a real pleasure for me to do. I love the notion that people come up and say, well, how'd you do it? How'd you make it happen? What'd you learn for it? And actually, I think the lack of my education entirely helps me to be free of anything that holds other people back. But I do feel a connection about creating. I love taking something from the get-go and just thinking my way through it and solving all of the problems in the end. Sometimes I got people asking me, what's your job? What do you do for a living? And my only answer in my head is solving problems. Sometimes it's my wife's problems. Sometimes it's my kids' problems. Sometimes it's business problems. But it's all just a fun game of solutions. So making the games is really hard. I thought it was going to be easier because I had a lot of experience in hiring people and, making stuff done. But I realized that there's so many notions, there's so many things to consider while creating games that I had no idea about. When I started to create the game, I came to the understanding I need to make money out of it. So, because I gotta pay salaries, I gotta continue somehow, and I have to make this work. So I went to investors, then I went to publishers, and I realized that how this works is you create a 15-second demo, you put it online, you do some tests. Then you do the 30-second one. then you create a small demo, then you do this, then you do that, and you're just stuck and doing something that somebody else thinks it's right. I have a problem with authority. I don't like listening to anybody. I like walking my own path, and this is the path I chose. This is the path I'm gonna walk with you, hopefully, if you subscribe and like. That's important to me, guys. So a lot of developers were hired. I started off with Unity to make mobile games and quickly realized it's not for me just because it's not interesting enough for me. I'm not saying it's bad or good or anything else. And plus the people I've hired were a big part of it. And I think we can do more things in Unreal Engine from my perspective. I want to create bigger games. I want to do PC. I want to do console stuff. I don't want to go to mobile. I have a problem with mobile apps. I don't see the value in a lot of them. I don't see a value in a lot of things, so I want to do things my way. And I came to a notion that fuck that. I don't want publishers and investors telling me what to do. So let's go to the internet for money, right? Let's go to YouTube. Let's go to Patreon. Let's go to everything that everybody knows. Now, I don't want to be a Kickstarter project or an ICO or whatever the cool kids say today. I really want to make this work, and I want to make it evergreen. I'm making a lot of mistakes while I'm talking. This is a regular shot. This is my regular hoodie. This is a regular morning after I take my kids to school. But I need to get started. If there's something important that I can do, it's watch YouTube and watch big guys like Mr. Beast or MKBHD or everybody else giving advice and just get started. This is my start. I'm sorry if it's not perfect, but this is how it's gonna be. Oh, and by the way, guys, you gotta visit the shop. You gotta buy something. I'm Jewish after all. We're here to get paid. I want to say it's for the children, but you know, I like good cars and I like good fun. So this is all part of the world we live in. I want to be honest with you. I want to tell about my mistakes, but I want to tell about, you know, my achievements and what I wanna see in the future. I want to see revenue. It's not about the money. The money is not the goal, but it is the prize in the end. This is how it's possible to know if you made the right decision, if you made the right steps along the way. And it's always a good pleasure to see an accomplishment being made. It's always fun to feel that you did something by yourself, you believed in something and you made it happen, and this is what this is. I'm committed to this project. If it's going to take me a year or two to see some results, I'm committed. So why not you for a few minutes a week? It's not going to take much to subscribe and like, and obviously every channel on YouTube wants that, but I think I can show you in this channel the differences about game development, the business approaches, marketing ideas, and everything in between. Mostly a ton of mistakes, I think, but the mistakes that I'm making, it's something that could be fun to watch and something that can be educational as well. So stick in, guys. It's going to be a shit show, but it's gonna be a fun one. Also, I had the notion that if everybody plays it cool online and rides motorcycles and gets tattoos and just having a ball and making a living out of it, so why shouldn't I join the fun? I mean, it doesn't sound that hard, although it really is. Which brings me back to the notion that if it really is that hard, and after experiencing a year and a half of game development and all of the mistakes and all of the money involved, all of the time spent, all of the nerves, everything, I do understand why other people are not doing it. I want to say everybody can do it, but if it's this hard for me, and it's this hard for everybody, I really understand the struggle. I'm gonna achieve something with this. I don't know what it's gonna be, but this is gonna work. Somehow, this is gonna work. And I'm sorry, it really is gonna be a shit show before I get my shit together. This is way harder than I thought.